Unbelievable. I'm curious, though, of when did the lights go on all the time? Like those fun lights.
Welcome to Scope and Smoke, live in New York City.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Chris Stanley, and here's my panel, Ron and Gail Bennington.
We're the same panel as the other show.
Well, it's a budding network.
You know, can people see the size of the buildings and the beauty of the buildings and around us? Because normally we're a daytime show. Although we look light, we look like there's more light on there than we normally see.
Yeah, it looks like daylight, but it ain't.
Thanks
for
the hearts. Thanks for the hearts. I think I'm making a good point when I see the
that
hearts.
means they agree with you.
All right, we were having this debate, and what did you put this up as?
Scope and Smoke.
That's stupid. The debate was this. I was actually thinking that the only decade that you could definitively say band of the decade is the 1960s. I don't think you could do that with another decade. Right. I don't know whether you could do it with the 70s. As a matter of fact, if I was going to do it with the 70s, I'd probably do it with the 60s band. I don't know what you would put as the 80s. Maybe U2.
The first band that came to mind was Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses put out, what, 2 albums in the...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not a lot of output
I said
in the 80s.
I feel like the Clash could be one, but it maybe they're not big enough. Like U2 is at least a big enough band where you would say yes.
Yeah, it got to be some... Why did we switch that way, Chris?
What about
I can't read comments now.
Yeah, now you can't read comments.
Okay.
what about REM?
R.E.M. could probably be... You don't even letting Gail in this thing. People want to see
Not
Gail.
allowed.
You're just pushing it more on me, Chris, than Gail. Don't take it to the side because that's...
It's not. No.
Oh, and don't ever... I know this as a viewer. Don't do that. That thing where you turn it, like, let me show, but you won't turn your phone. You'll hit the thing.
Yeah.
And it darkens the screen.
Oh, you mean the flip around?
Yeah.
And every time you flip around, I see people want to quit. They're like, I'm not watching
All
this
this
show.
flipping.
No more flips.
I flip it for real.
Band of the 90s?
Nirvana.
Why?
Because they changed the sound. And
I got one.
Wait, really? Because I don't see that they won with their change of the sound. You know what I mean? I see pop music as one.
Rage Against the Machine.
One album?
2.
Thank you. 1.5, really. I'm going to be honest. Well, by the way, the name of this isn't bands that we like. You know? Or I wouldn't have picked the Beatles over the Stones.
Right.
But I think we could all agree Beatles' definitive band of the 1960s.
Yes.
It's not even... Oh,
No.
yes, 1970. Problem. Is it that funny of a line, or is this the...
Jovial.
Yeah,
It's the manic in me.
poor thing. He's going through, I call the dope sickness. Or I would also call it the kicks.
Yeah.
I got a bad case of the kicks.
You're post-perk right now.
I'm post-perk.
Post-perk world.
You know what can make you feel better again? Half a perk.
No, I don't want to eat any more perks.
You gotta wean yourself, though.
All right.
What you're doing is not weaning. You should have taken a half today.
I'll take a half tomorrow.
Ween. Now
So that's
there's the
crazy.
bad.
Now you're going back up. Wean.
Oh, that's the band, dude, of all decades that they were active.
That's not the name of the game. Pick the band of every decade. Oh, let me point this out with you guys. The last time we were all sitting in this area, we weren't smoking and scoping though. But when I left, I had to turn around and alert you guys that Bob Weir was walking by.
I
From
know.
the Grateful Dead.
Major rock god.
He is a rock god.
He is a rock god.
All right, that could be a fun game. We keep saying rock gods, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Until someone disagrees with us if that person is a rock god or not.
Okay.
Like I'll go first. Jimi Hendrix.
Rock god.
Rock god.
Joe Strummer.
Rock
Rock
god.
god. Bono.
Rock
Rock
god. We had a hard time committing to that one. You know. I'm gonna say Mr. Elvis Presley. Rock god.
Rock god. Patty Smith.
Rock god.
Rock god. Shit. Porno for Pyros. I can't remember his name.
That would make him not a rock god.
Nope.
That's just my perk brain.
By the way, why do you always pick his lesser known project?
I don't know. I just
I'd
have
like
it on
me
the
to say
brain.
the guy, the bass player from Wings.
There's a lot of rock gods out there.
Right, Kurt Cobain. Kurt Cobain.
You know what? I just finished a person I don't think normally would say rock god, but wouldn't come to most people. But after reading this book, he might be the rock goddess of goddess, because after 40 years, he still makes records that chart. Tom Petty.
Rock god, yeah.
God, yes.
Although, as you know, I've had to debate that with people before.
When you have that debate, call me so I
will.
can show up there and just start throwing haymakers.
What did you say?
What did you say about Tom Petty? You motherfucker!
You're so high pitched.
Just that thing at the end of the night with your shirt so ripped. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Crying at the same time.
You're still pissed, like you want to kill, but you're crying. I'm gonna fucking kill your whole family. Your whole family's gonna die.
Jim Morrison.
Rock god.
Rock god.
Oh, God, thank you.
So it's an easy game.
Yeah,
Everybody's
really,
a rock god.
we haven't
There's no
done-
one we're disagreeing on for the rock godness. I take some people.
Okay, I've got one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I brought up the band. Michael Stipe, would you call him a rock god?
To me, Michael Stipe is a rock god. Anybody who doesn't believe, go back and listen to the first album and see how he literally changed everything. He invented college rock, a.k.a. alt rock, a.k.a. on its way to being grunge rock.
But I'm sure there's a lot of people who would debate that he's not hard enough to be a rock god. I bet there are people out there. I'm not one of them. You know that I'm not.
Mariachi Statistics says Brian Jones is your rock god.
Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Just Brian Jones.
Brian Jones is a rock god, and I'll tell you why. Other rock gods love him. Now, is that my favorite era of the Stones? No. But I do love that era.
Your era is like the next era from that, right? Like the one take over just post.
I am not comfortable discussing my favorite era.
Okay. All we know is that's not
It's very personal.
Jack White.
rock god.
Rock god. Modern day rock god. Billy Corgan?
Mm-mm, not a rock god.
No, he was on ECW. He's not a rock god.
I don't think he's a rock god for two reasons. His band,
His body of work.
and his album.
Johnny Ramone.
Johnny Ramone's a rock god,
Rock
whether we
god,
like
yeah.
it or not. Now, here's the thing. Did you ever read the Ramones book about that? About how much he tormented Joey and
Yeah, he was
the weird right-wing stuff and everyone has to have a certain seat.
yeah,
And yet, would they have been the Ramones without Johnny?
rock god.
Rock god. You'll hear more about that in GPS.
Dave Grohl.
Rock god.
Jerry Garcia.
Rock god.
Rock god.
David Koresh.
Where is the rock god?
David Koresh is a rock god for two reasons. Number one,
Chuck Berry.
Rock god.
shitting and happily shitmaster rock god, yeah.
Bradley from Sublime.
I don't even know why he doesn't get a last name like everybody else does.
Noel.
Bradley Noel.
There you go.
Bradley Noel's a rock god.
Yeah, in rock
Ted-
god heaven right now.
Ted Nugent. I don't know rock god. Zappa.
Rock god. Rock / jazz / prog god.
Bob Seger.
I'm going to go on, and I know that these fucking East Coast assholes would disagree, but Bob Seger's a rock. Bob Seger's a rock god.
Friends, did you hear?
All right, someone just said Mike Tyson. I mean, he doesn't even perform music.
Boxing god.
I'm not.
Box god.
Boxing god.
Boxing god, these are rock gods.
Every single one of them.
Henry Rollins.
You don't want to give him rock god status.
Yeah.
My first show ever. Henry Rollins band.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What instruments you play?
No, I mean, I was just in the
Cool.
smoking Marlboro Lights in the audience.
Smoke them if you got them. I like to say, Chris.
Robert Plant.
Ugh. I'm going to have to give rock god status too.
Rock god.
Marilyn Manson.
Rock god.
Rock god. I'm going to give him rock god.
Elton John.
Pop god.
Pop God.
Pop god.
Pop
but
god.
A pop god for sure.
Yes, definitely pop god.
Lemmy from Motorhead. It's more like a metal god than a rock god.
Subgenre god.
Yes, definitely subgenre god. I guess metal. I want to say, at all points, you'd have to say that he raises the fist of the metal child. So, for that reason, metal god.
Someone keeps saying Randy Jackson. I mean, he's not a rock god.
Randy Jackson from the Jackson 5 or Randy Jackson from
more specific.
The show that came on before The Voice?
From Zebra? I guess that's The Voice? Free Voice?
I'm getting bored with rock god.
Do another one.
Do another one.
Freddie Mercury.
Rock god.
Broadway god, first and foremost.
Oh, God, yeah.
With, I've always had a Freddie Mercury problem for the same reason that I said the other day that I have a Joe Jackson problem. Like, okay, Joe Jackson fans, there is an Elvis Costello. I felt like Freddie Mercury, they should have just said, oh, by the way, this comes from Bowie. Right. That's me.
Rod Stewart.
Rock God. Rock God who casted away to become a pop fucking cartoon guy.
Ronnie James Dio.
Metal god?
Raise the fist of the metal god.
Tiny little god.
You know what, but with what? A big Broadway voice that you have to love.
Joe Flacco showed up. I mean, that guy just throws interceptions like what?
Flacco, I'll just say this, the pride of Newark, Delaware. So, for that reason, Bola.
That's something.
Yeah.
Lindsey Buckingham.
Oh, it's an interesting one because.
Rock god to me.
But can I tell you something? Stevie Nicks was screaming at Tom Petty in this book that I just read because he said, "Oh no, you guys aren't a rock and roll band. You're great." He said, "You're great, but no, you're not a rock and roll band." She was fucking screaming at him.
They're a rock and roll band to me.
To you, yeah. You grew up in a post-rock and roll world.
What would you call them?
Well, I think he was allowing that they were pop gods.
Pop god.
But Lindsay's, God, just to watch him play guitar is unbelievable.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Prince.
Why even throw rocket? Just God.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how people felt when they got to see Jesus in their time. And we're going way back, early zeros.
Wow. Fucking crazy time.
Early zeros to 32, I guess. 33.
33. That's Stanley's next birthday, right?
Yep.
I bet you, Jesus, Belushi. All go out at 33.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give you 33 and a third.
All right.
We'll make it to an album.
I'll take it. Lenny Kravitz.
Cock god.
Rot God. Or Rot God.
Deserve.
Michael Bolton. No.
To me, I'd put Michael Bolton, and people get mad at this, same place as Ronnie James Dio and Freddie Mercury. Nice Broadway voices.
Andrew W.K. I'm saying rock god.
Rock god.
I'm not going to give it to him.
I love.
I'm going to say great performance artist. God.
Courtney Love.
Rock god.
Rock God.
David Lee Roth.
Boozy bop. Bitty bop. I'm going to say pop god, but he's got to be a rock god.
Yeah.
He's a rock god.
Have you
Pop
guys?
rock god.
You know what? Here's a great David Lee Roth thing. There's a documentary about when Sammy and David Lee Roth both did a post Van Halen tour, and what a total cock Dave was during the whole thing. Just impossible for Sammy to live with, and it's really funny. And at the end of it, you're like, well, Sammy, sings better, writes better, more professional. Yeah, I think I like Dave.
Oh, yeah.
You can't help it.
I'm Ponytail Dave all the way.
Ponytail Dave gets away with murder. She calls him Ponytail Dave because she was in love with him when she was a tiny little girl.
Yes. and that's what I called him. Ponytail Dave. And I was very in love. Yeah, had to be.
Yeah.
Watching his music videos and just head over heels in love with him.
This must be just like living in paradise.
Someone said Tom Sharpling. Not a rock god.
Rock god.
He's
rock
god.
God.
Neither a rock god nor a scope bro.
I think he's an alt comedy god. Basically invented that whole scene.
Warren Zevon.
Oh, that is a rock god.
Fucking rock god forever.
Favorite Warren Zevon song.
Oh God. Oh. Well, the first, like the song that got me into Warren Zevon was "Lawyers, Guns, and Money."
That would be my favorite.
But I think "Genie's a Shooter" might be my favorite Zevon song.
But you go deep into.
And that's only because he co-wrote that with Springsteen.
I mean that's fucking great.
Lawyers Guns and Money was the best one.
I was gambling in
Honduras.
Well, it's Havana, not Honduras.
Well, Honduras shows up later.
Yeah. But, I always thought that Zevon, this song will grab you right away lyrically, too. Yeah. Like, I love people who have that great opening lyric, and he always had that, man. I love Zevon. Zevon should have been such a gigantic star.
His fucking songwriting was just so fucking ridiculous. The stories he told were amazing. And on every album, like there were some weird fucking albums he had, like in the 80s.
Right.
But every album, there was something on there that was fucking amazing.
You're like, French Tickler? What the hell's going on here? This is better than I thought.
He did some fucking album called Transverse City that was fucking, it was like a cyberpunk fucking album. It was basically, he like read a cyberpunk album and was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking write an album about this. It was fucking bizarre. But Transverse City is a great fucking song.
He's very passionate about it.
He's throwing out the fucking Zevon.
Yeah,
So you don't think he's a rock god then?
Oh, yo, fucking rock god Scope Pro for fucking ever.
Don't do that.
All right, so your favorite is Lawyers, Lawyers, Guns, and Money?
Lawyers, Guns, and Money, because it was my first.
What about yours?
Well, it's either Desperados Under the Eaves, which is...
Amazing.
Oh, the buggeries in Los Angeles, I'm gonna drink them up. It's either that or Carmelita, which I think may be one of the greatest songs of all time.
That's a beautiful fucking song. Poor Pitiful Me is also a favorite. I love
it's amazing rock and roll song too. You know what I mean? Like, because a lot of his stuff is, that balladeer stuff. But when you just listen to Poor Pitiful Me, you're like any fucking rock and roll band can play that song. Crush with it,
Rock god, man.
Rock god. Not only that, I'm going to take it even further. He's a rock lobster.
Holy shit.
Rock lobster.
George Michael.
George Michael is a blue-eyed soul god. By the way, is there any more racist remark than saying that someone's blue-eyed soul?
I'm very uncomfortable with that
yeah, it is.
genre.
And anybody that gets called that kind of hates it.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Yeah. That's like being called a white basketball player.
Yeah.
He's a great white basketball player.
Good for you, Dirk.
Now, the thing about Blue-Eyed Soul, which is interesting, is who gets to make it and who doesn't. Like, if you sing in the soul style of, like, Daryl Hall, they'll call you Blue-Eyed Soul. But if you sing like Van Morrison, they don't call you Blue-Eyed Soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. But do you think of Daryl Hall? Like, would you say Daryl Hall, oh, that's Blue-Eyed Soul?
Well, I would say it's soul.
Right, me too.
But he gets called Blue-Eyed Soul all the time. And, a lot of times, like, your eyes aren't even blue. Like, it's like being called like a round-eyed geisha.
Which they do call me.
Do they do?
That hurts.
Oh. I never
it's a compliment.
Your eyes were round.
Yeah, really round. I try to fake like they're not, but they're.
Oh, do your anime impression, like when you.
Mushy mushy.
You do that good. And I like anything be shocked or scared. that's the crying.
The crying that goes out with the eyes.
You're like one of those people, like being on radio is like visually. So much of your stuff is visual.
That's true. I do. I'm very expressive in there. Nobody can tell.
No one can tell how expressive she is.
But I hope you can hear it.
Right.
I hope you get that impression.
The Asian guy who sings for Journey now.
Look how beautiful all the buildings look by.
I know. The lighting here.
Just show. Yeah.
Look at that. The light is beautiful.
Temperature is phenomenal.
And these trees are all yellow now.
Yeah, can you see the trees, the yellow trees?
So pretty. Golden everywhere.
Golden. It's a golden autumn. But this is, to me, the most beautiful fall day I've ever had in my life.
Nature's green is gold.
Stay gold, pony boy.
Or is nature's gold green?
Would you say that Stevie Wonder is blue-eyed soul, or no? Or would he be called no-eyed soul? He, Ray Charles.
It was just really a group of two, I think.
Well, what about those Alabama guys? They actually got called blind. The Blind Boys of Alabama. And I met them, and they're elderly. And I thought we got past calling people boy.
Sam Cooke.
Well, he's a soul god, but that makes him a rock god.
If you're a soul god, I think you're automatically rock god.
Tim Cook's amazing, right?
They want to know what you're smoking.
Weed.
Ron is smoking weed.
I'm always smoking these little places Romeo and Juliet is what I'm smoking right now. Only because they're small and you can walk around the city with them.
It's better for cold weather.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be like, I have this large cigar to smoke when I'm walking from one place to the other.
I'll be up in 45 minutes, guys.
Yeah, because you never want to put a cigar out, basically.
Yeah.
I've done it, though. I live my shit on the edge.
Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave Rock Gods.
Rock God.
Rock Gods.
Although I heard that one of the players from Tidal Wave is playing for the church chorus or choir or whatever.
Really?
A sellout.
It doesn't sound so rock god.
I think he's not so much born again, but that's considered a private school demo.
He took the God too seriously in rock god.
He's God.
It's not literal.
You know what he is? He's an anti-gluten god, too. Like for a little kid to worry about gluten.
Really?
Yeah.
L7.
It's the best.
Rock gods.
Eddie Vedder.
My initial problem with Eddie Vedder was always his short pants. I don't know if you could be a rock god in short pants.
You need an adult pants.
Yes, and I'm even saying that about AC/DC. Put on some long pants, come back and do the song again, and I guarantee you're going to be taken more serious.
Iggy Pop.
Rock god.
Rock god.
Maybe the rock god. First of all, he's part of the holy, the Trinity. You only got three: Lou, Dave, and Iggy. But then who's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit? Lou's the Father, right?
Lou is the father.
David.
I think Iggy's the son, right? Dave's
No, I want to
Oh,
say.
I was saying Iggy is the spirit.
I think Iggy is the Spirit too.
All right.
No, it's too late, Chris. You're in a different religion than us.
Oh, the scope's going south. Black Francis.
Rock god.
Rock God.
Although he's always Frank Black to me. I never call him Black Francis.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh yeah, rock god. Think you, rock god.
The fingers are so essential to that impression.
Have you ever seen Soder do it?
No.
Dude, first of all, he does an amazing Randy Savage, and Gail knew Randy even when she was a little girl. But what he does with the fingers, he wouldn't even need to do the voice. He does. Dan Soder is who I'm talking about. Does the best Savage ever because he becomes him. Like that's like a guy that can really do impressions, captures the physicality and attitude.
I thought that was so wild when we had Jay Farrow in, and to see him
He was
do
spooky.
his impressions up close, it's really frightening because it seems like he's transforming into another human being.
Yeah, that's when you realize, okay, it's not just doing a voice, but it's acting.
Yeah. Or you find some little tick or some little embodiment of that person.
And then you figure out, okay, they couldn't do it that well vocally if they didn't do all that stuff. Jay Moore's that way too.
Yeah.
Jay Moore, I've watched him go off into that place that's just all right, he thinks he's that person. He's not just doing a great impression. He thinks he's Harvey Keitel right now. And he does my favorite impression of all time, which is Nice Guy Eddie, the Chris Penn.
That's such a good one too.
Rob Cross.
Rob Cross. Well, first of all, I call him Rob Cross-Eyed Mary because of his love of that. And Rob Cross he's a rock god programmer.
Yes.
But really, when you get to rock god status is when Rob Cross is no longer interested in you. He likes to take care of the baby birds.
Yes.
But when they fly, he lets them go to another format.
Sleeves.
Rock God.
Big
Rock
time
God.
rock god.
Where's he from? New Hampshire or?
New Hampshire?
Yeah.
I think New Hampshire.
She just did Bill Murray, but no one noticed. It's the exact opposite of a great friend. What was that just popped up?
My hand hit a button.
You're trying to share yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Scope Bros?
Yeah, how come you're not acting all crazy about Scope Bros? Because
Yeah.
you're coming off of drugs, right?
Oh yeah, I'm coming off of a 10-day Percocet binge. 10 days. 10-day binge of. I thought my doctor wanted me to eat them all the time,
And
but
now,
he told me I shouldn't.
And now you've just gone completely cold turkey with them. Cold turkey.
Cold perky.
I'm going to give you a rock god thing. Stranger Band out of Florida.
Stranger band? Oh, God.
Rock God, Swamp Woman.
Rock gods. Every single one of them.
Noel Gallagher.
The Gallaghers are difficult because of... Look, I'm not going to play games. Rock god. I'm not going to sit there.
Liam, though?
Yeah.
You just did one and not the other.
I don't know what I knocked off there.
I saw something happen.
I thought I knocked off that, but you haven't.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Chris Cornell, people want to know.
Chris Parnell.
From
Oh.
SNL? Chris Parnell?
Cornell.
Oh.
Rock god. Although, well, I'm not going to tell the story because it happened here. He's going to be a little precious about himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yes, a little precious.
Danzig.
Look, I'm trying to be as nice as I can to the metal people. I've just had it with that, though.
Another tiny man.
Big enough. You know what I mean? An earthling.
Okay. Les Claypool.
That's your scene, right? Les
Oh,
Claypool.
yeah. Love Les Claypool.
Yeah.
Love rocking that bass, bro.
Well, you know what? I guess you got to be a rock god just to be known as a bass player, right?
That's true.
I'm bored with the rock god thing, though.
Hold on, one more. David Byrne.
Why would you even stop it? He's a weirdo rock guy.
Rock God.
Black Girl.
Black girl's son. No.
Black God.
You're racist.
I
Dude.
can't believe
What did I
I
say?
don't like racism.
you know that about him.
I'll go to a Rock Against Racism show right now.
One of my first shows. Well, not Rock Against Racism.
What was it?
It was the Ska Against Racism tour.
She was a huge ska fan when
I
she was
loved
Fuck yeah.
ska.
Fuck
I
yeah.
loved ska and I loved pop punk.
little. Well, this is the thing about you and ska. Is you came into that your own. You were like a little tiny girl, and you were like, "What about this? What about this music?" Like,
Mom, can I have these plaid pants, please?
and she she wouldn't want to say it now, but she fell head over heels in love with someone
I did.
as a little girl.
I loved Zevon. And then that made me get into like older ska, reggae, mashup kind of stuff. Yeah. I'm not ashamed. It's true.
Third wave ska is gay,
Making-
is what they're
Are
saying.
they making fun of me right now?
They're saying third wave ska is shitty.
Well,
I
what
was
do
a
you know? You're a
child.
little child, man.
I'm a
It's
kid.
your
I know,
introduction to it.
Yeah.
You know what? Normally, you have to be older to even sit around and act like, oh, it's the third wave that bums me out. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like any blues that I heard from white people. You know what I mean? I heard from English white people. But the thing about that was so great is, and you have to give a lot of credit to the English groups, they would tell you, go get this music by these
Right.
old black dudes. You don't always see that with a lot of folks, but English white blues players will always point out where they got it from.
Yeah. I stand by it. If I listen to Less Than Jake to this day,
Yeah.
like, they were like my favorite band. First of all, they were Florida Zone.
Right.
They're a Gainesville band. And I got to see them all the time. I'll listen to those records right now. I fucking love them.
Good,
Go
stand by.
ahead, put on Losing Streak right now. Seriously.
You hear that, Scope Bros? Put it on. Hit that share broadcast button.
This is the old dude, Howard J. Reynolds, and you're listening to Less Than Jake. And then it's time to rock after that.
Put it on, bros.
Well, the funny thing about any ska is like when it first starts, you think that you love it. No matter, you know.
It's so
Fuck
upbeat
yeah.
and
I
fun.
forgot.
Are you kidding?
I love it. Get up. Everyone's
You're
knocking
gonna be
tables.
skanking the night away.
Yeah,
You're
but
gonna
after a
fucking
while,
love
you're
it.
like, are we still skanking?
Yeah. It's good cardio.
Remember when every one of those bands covered some other weird, like, 80s pop song and got famous for it? You
Yeah,
know?
like
Say
Say Ferris. Yeah.
Say Ferris.
Did Come On Eileen.
Yeah.
Did it better, really.
See, people say that, but that's ridiculous.
Brian Johnson.
Didn't we answer?
No, that was Brian Jones.
Oh.
They're going back to their AC/DC thing. You gotta remember, a lot of these guys. I'll tell you, I saw AC/DC. I remember when I saw them when I was a kid, and I thought, oh, what a great bar band. I had no idea, you know what I
Played
mean?
giant fucking
That they were just
stadiums.
going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But like they played the Spectrum in Philly, so they were all playing big places. But I never thought, oh, here's something that people are going to remember. And you got to give, you know, their fans are still there
Yeah.
to this day.
Billy Joe Armstrong of Green Day.
What are you going to do? He's a little rock god.
Tiny little rock
You
god.
can't really deny it.
I mean, when he
At
went to
this
Broadway, I was like, really? You know, you're actually doing it?
Bisexual rock god.
Why do you have to always bring things back
Yeah.
to race and
gender, sexuality. These are your obsessions.
Just throwing out some fun facts, Scope Bros.
I'm
Oh.
free of all of those
That,
labels.
that reminds me, is Kashmir in tomorrow?
Kashmir is in tomorrow.
So we'll try to get him to go see that little pup that he loves.
I know.
Let's do a Jenny Hutch show. What's her name?
Giada.
De Laurentiis. All the De Laurentiises.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful tonight.
It is gorgeous.
Best Scope night ever, bros.
You just
Back again.
look at the lights behind us. Though. Doesn't that look great?
It's beautiful.
It's all lit up for you, Scope Bros.
No, it's not.
It's all lit up
They're
for the
gonna
Scope
light it
Bros.
up whether it's scoped or not.
No, they did it for us. Look at this, gorgeous.
I know we don't really feel like doing a scope this long, but it's
It's
hanging
so
out.
nice.
Yeah,
we're
just hanging out.
We're scoping, you know.
Man, look at even how like the golden trees behind
I
you
know.
look so great.
Oh wow, those things are glowing like that. huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
And then that's without there even having their winter lights on. This, you know what we should try to do? I'll talk to the people, but we could try to do the stepping out video where we get all the lights in New York to go on. Boom, boom.
We can make that happen.
Stepping out. This is MTV. By the way, is MTV the only network that put TV in their title?
I think so.
I bet NBC was like, why weren't we MTV?
Was
So crazy.
Spike a TV? Like a Spike TV or something like that? Was there?
Yeah, Spike. I think they just call themselves Spike now, though, right?
Yeah, it's just Spike. They have to fucking all break it down. And they have the Dude Awards, which I love. I watch every year.
So stupid.
Nobody's
What?
talking to the dude awards.
I'm gonna fucking start the Bro Awards, bro.
Seriously, you're like Turtle from Entourage. You're our turtle.
You're so our turtle. Who
Yeah.
am I?
You're the what's his name? The pretty one.
The pretty.
What's his name?
Vinny Chase.
Vinny Chase. And then I'm Vinny Chase's weird brother,
Yes.
who he's taking care of now.
Johnny's
and Joe,
Rock.
Joe and Dan share E. They're both E's for sure.
They shared dick, is what they said.
They sharing that D. Got him, Scope Bros.
We're on your side.
Or I could be the agent that just screams at everybody all the time.
Yeah.
Get it, fucking Donnie! He hates it.
Oh God, yes, he hates him. So well, he fucking isn't keeping fucking Vinny in line. I mean, fucking Vinny's trying to say like, oh, I got that total control over the movie. Da, da, da.
Maybe you're E.
Damn it.
But actually for the druggie. Yeah, you're right. Because what were you doing? You were working at a pizza place when I met you.
That's true. Yeah.
Remember how Dave was the hot dog guy when I met him?
Yeah, I remember that.
None of that was true.
What?
No, it was a
No.
lie.
No.
People were so furious that we picked the guy who ran the hot dog stand to just be the producer. And for years they're like, all you are is a fucking hot dog guy. You're a fucking vendor. Look at their scope growing over there. Look how big their shoot is. with a big.
They have a big scope.
Yeah.
What, you guys think you're fucking bigger than the scope, bros? Fuck you.
They thought you
Wow.
fuck you people.
So
They don't know.
loud
They don't know it
when you
was
said that.
directed at them.
So loud.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it's directed at.
Oh,
Everyone
okay.
just heard "fuck you" booming through this nice, relaxing courtyard.
I wonder who's going to be shooting over there. Because their star hasn't shown up yet, right?
No, it's just a couple of fucking AV guys. Just working that.
That'd be great if we were in school in the 1980s.
AV club.
Do they still say AV to this day?
They
I don't
have
think
to.
it's a big deal since everyone has it on their phone.
I'll run the AV club right
I'm
now.
really interested in both audio and video.
Really?
Love audio, hate video.
Me too. I'm more of an A guy.
Wow.
Hey!
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey!
Whoa!
So if we bored people senseless and they want us to leave?
No, they love us. AV club was the best.
Give us hearts if you want us to leave.
Have more hearts if you want us to stop.
So less hearts or
Billy Idol.
Rocka.
rock dog?
AV club too.
Rock dog.
Oh,
Actually,
Ezra loves us.
We
Of course
love
he does.
Ezra. I want you to know it.
You think you're better than Ezra,
I don't.
but you are less than Jake.
There's another one. There's another one in there.
Really?
Just like someone.
I would have said more than words is the only one that I could come up with.
Tom York. Whiny
Bizarre-
rock god.
Yeah, with bizarre, weird little rock god, but I love him.
Weirdo.
Dead-eyed rock god. He's got
You
that
know
dead
what,
eye.
dude?
He's gonna bring it to the.
You're a
physical-
bully.
Tom York's got a fucking dead eye scope, bros. Check out next time you fucking watch a Radiohead video.
By the way, you consider the phone like a walkie-talkie.
10-4 scope, bros.
So, no, has anyone said, "Oh, I can't hear Ron or Gail"?
No,
Yeah,
nothing.
then why do you pull it up to your face when you want to talk?
Ah, it's just like I'm actually calling everyone in the Periscope room. You guys hear this right now? Look at my ear.
All this scope is just each of our mouths every time somebody speaks.
So I guess we're running out until we figure out. Maybe these guys will ask us to be on their show.
I hope so. They could be on. No, they could be on fucking Scope and Smoke. Yeah, Scope and Smoke. Yeah, Scope and Smoke. You're on
Why do
Scope
you
and
call it
Smoke.
that? You're the only one smoking.
I'll smoke some more.
Let me help you, goddammit.
Thank you. What do you got?
This is an uncomfortable moment.
It's the best moment ever. Lit this cigarette.
All right, we'll pitch it. How many people do we got?
We got $1.50 in there right now.
What do you think? 99?
99 is when we cut out. All right. We got 99 scope bros.
Let's
Shock
just
and jock.
pitch it, one of them.
Shock and jock. Shock and jock. Fucking best fucking break ever. Shock and jock.
Shock and jock.
What's up with your Jets blowing? They're not my Jets, dude. I'm a fucking Giants fan. And
So the Jets get good playoffs.
I don't
And
know.
then it'll be on them like a fucking...
Oh
What's
shit.
happening with the light?
My phone now is at 5%.
Oh no.
It's gonna
All right,
die.
so we're not waiting to 99. We're going out. Why don't we just die? Let the phone die.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Just go
Well,
out. Like this is the end of the world.
This is the
this is like when I'm-
Periscope, bro, and the end. No scoping will survive,
No,
my friend. You'll never look into his eyes again. Can you? It was always funny when we go too long with it. Like, hey, we're done doing that bit. Oh, they're still singing the end. Now, does it look as dark for them as it does for us?
No,
Like,
it's just that's just my phone. Like when it gets to 5%, it'll lower the screen to make it live longer.
it's trying to survive. It's
Survive,
literally-
survive, scope machine.
You're in the middle
My
of the
shoulder, my
city, you're screaming. I'm gonna punch your shoulder.
Please don't. It's so loose. It shouldn't be.
Tighten it up. Do the tighten up.
I just noticed, like, this, what our backdrop here is, people spend money to pretend that's their backdrop when they
I
do
know.
TV shows. You know? Yes, I met Anthony. Okay? Doesn't mean I don't love him. but that's not a real backdrop.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, some people have fake backdrops.
Green screen, bros.
Oh man, I just got a text from Fez. This is so sad. It says, there are days when I don't even know if this surgery was the right move.
Jesus Christ.
Doesn't that make you sad?
That breaks my heart. So
I thought
much.
maybe he was scoping. It was like giving us ups.
And your aunt loved GPS and said, I want more, and it's a radio documentary.
That is a great review from her.
Well, she's always been tough on you in the past.
I know.
Hugs the Fez, people are saying. Hugs the
Aw.
Fez.
Well, he's not here. I would hug him.
He doesn't know he still lives in public life.
Fez is a rock god. Miss you, Fez.
Poor Fezzy, huh?
Terrible.
He's such a sweetheart, too.
Yeah.
People don't know.
They don't know that side of him.
They don't know about Fez. Tracy Ullman, rock god.
Rock.
For
Oh,
making one song.
Yeah.
Do you know that her husband passed away?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. And I remember when I heard it, I got to check now. Somebody brought it up to me the other day. I want to check and bring that out to me.
Yeah, I didn't hear
but
that
they
at all.
loved each other when they did Unmasked.
Yeah.
They were so sweet together. And I was like, I wish I was that guy.
I love her.
Dude, I love you too. And she manhandled me.
Did she?
Yeah, she was physically grabbing my hair and fucking doing nutty shit to me.
Jealous.
Who, me or...
Me.
Oh, yeah, you can grab my hair anytime you want.
No.
Gail started punching me today after Paul Feig left because she thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah.
She's like, that's so cool, I just want to start punching you. She's so
And I
swinging.
did.
Yeah.
And I continued to punch.
But you're not a really good puncher.
I was holding back. I'm pretty scrappy.
Well, you are a black belt in Shim Shindel.
That is true. So don't even try to F with me, Chris.
Don't F with her, Scope Bros. You heard that shit first on fucking Scope and Smoke.
Why did you say F it and a second later fuck you?
I was quoting.
I swear to God, if this thing wasn't ending, I'd sit out here like this all night.
I wonder if we could order a pizza here.
Yeah, we could.
Last table. You know, the scope table.
We can always order a pizza by making our intern go get it.
Fuck yeah, Kashmir.
We order our interns.
Yeah. The other day, Chris asked the interns to dry out his socks.
I was like, listen, Scope, bro,
I'm not-
my fucking shit is dank right now.
They're not even making sense.
It's getting weirder.
My feet are itchy, dude. Can't have that. Gotta keep my mind focused. Can't do that with fucking itchy feet.
Hey, was he terrible in our meeting today?
Oh,
He was so angry during the meeting
You were
with our boss. Snapping them.
Yeah, no, maybe it's just that you were focused on one thing instead of all things.
That's good, dude.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Your tiny mind.
Obsessing. No, he's obsessive.
Yeah.
Mine is gigantic. I mean, look at the size of my head.
But, by the way, you can tell when someone's dope sick because it sounds like he has a cold, but he doesn't. That's just everything in his body craving those perks back.
Wonderful perks. What a crazy high I was on for
But
10
do
days.
you find yourself sniffling and your eyes are watering and stuff?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm achy as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like shit.
Yeah, because your body is requesting some more of that perk set.
Just one sweet request.
No vacancy for perks, bro. I mean,
Isn't
body.
it crazy that the body does that?
That's weird.
Like, where are the perks?
Would that happen if I tried to, like, what if I just stopped, like, having sugar? Would the same thing happen?
Oh, yeah,
No.
they say...
No.
No, I thought that they say that...
Of course it does, and I've told him that on the air, and then he repeats it like it's a question. Sometimes you're very Jeffrey Gurry.
See, I didn't understand that, and I was actually saying, yes, Chris, actually, you do get very sick of kicking shit.
I can't wait to jump around with Jeffrey Gurring. Once his arm gets better, it's fucking on.
You mean, is that a sexual thing?
No, like hanging out with him all night long.
Yes, that's sexual.
Just the two
sexual.
of you?
Fucking scoping from the Jag, bros.
Oh,
I'll make him officially a scope bro that night, if you know what I mean.
no.
How?
I mean, he'll be on Periscope with me.
Oh, okay.
When you think of Chris, how much you like him, scale 1 to 10?
10.
I was going to say 3.
Really?
All right, well, you get a nice 7 as a fucking...
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
It's a D. That's what happens on Yelp. That's why now, like, Yelp people find out, who gave me the fucking 0? And
I
they go
know.
crazy.
It's like, no, don't be sad. You have 2.5 stars. That's good. No one gets 2.5 stars.
I know, but the thing is, like, I don't believe in Yelp, but if I see 2.5 stars, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah,
it's like
why would
Rotten
I go there?
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Rotten Tomatoes, every one of their guys